Oh, let me check. Hold on. Couple. Uh, I'd say like 50 some hours.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay, sounds good. I love Venture. Venture's really fun. I want a better.
69 hours.
Got it. Okay. Better mentality, strategy, and a better understanding of my weak points and what to improve. And you feel like your weak points are, I'm looking at your form here, mechanics. I have shaky aim, especially when you're nervous. Don't have much of an understanding of strategies and all that. Trouble communicating,
Yeah.
working with teammates, solo queuing. Don't have friends like to play. I want to play Overwatch with me. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. So talk to me through your mechanics. So are you in console or PC?
PC. Use
Got it.
keyboard and mouse.
Okay, sounds good. And you say you have shaky aim. So when you talk about your mechanical performance, are there any things that you have tried to improve your mechanical performance? If so, what have you tried?
Um, I guess just trying to calm down.
Sure,
I'll take like a bunch of supplements that like say reduce stress,
sure.
but it doesn't it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I mean, at best, they're supplementary, right? They're
Yeah.
really, kind of, so it makes sense. And you're plat and venture one trick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Platform.
Okay, makes sense. Nice. Okay, so I mean, ignoring physiological stuff, which is obviously like that's kind of outside of my wheelhouse. I can give you some advice, but that's not. I'm not a doctor. A lot of
Yeah.
when it talks about being calm in the heat of pressure is number one going in with the right framing of what you're doing. So in other words, you're just practicing. You're expected to fail. You're going to miss shots. You're going to lose duels, and you're going to look stupid. And that's not because of you, but that's because everybody deals with that at all ranks all the time, right? Even the best players in the world look stupid. In fact, they often look stupider because they're on a much bigger platform, right? So you're in a situation where there is just not a lot of pressure on you to perform. Even if you want to get better, it's the part of being better is to look stupid. And so that doesn't necessarily fix everything, but it's a good reminder that it doesn't matter what your teammates say. It doesn't matter. You're going to look stupid. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to pop off, and then you're going to choke. And that's just the nature of competition. Just it's okay to be nervous because that means that you care. And caring is fun. It's not always fun to be nervous, but it is a side effect of caring. A lot of people that I've worked with before that have zero problems with nerves have other problems because they don't care enough about what they're trying to do. I'm like, yeah, you should
Yeah.
actually, if you want to get better at something, you should care. And so for me and you, like I've had a lot of problems with nerves as well. I used to have a lot of ranked anxiety. Heck, I had sports anxiety when I was a kid. I used to do a lot of sports growing up, but I got used to get really nervous before games. But that was really a side effect of me just really wanting to play well and really wanting to perform. And that allowed me to do better with what I'm doing. So I'm not saying that you should be happy that your hands are shaky or that you're nervous necessarily. We need to find a way to grow through that if we can, but it is a side effect of you carrying, and that's good, right? That's not something you should want to change, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Now, in terms of the physiological side of things, that's obviously a lot harder. One thing that does stand out to me, and obviously I don't know your full situation, so this will be some unsolicited advice, but your sleep is really on the low end, right? And that can have a
Yeah.
tendency to exacerbate a lot of stuff, Overwatch and non-Overwatch related. Right now, I've worked with people that have severe apnea, severe insomnia, a lot of other stuff that I'm not like here to help you with necessarily. But I do encourage you to look into that and prioritize that honestly above anything else. I don't work with many high-level players that don't have 7 hours plus of sleep. That's probably the most consistent variable of all the people that I've worked with people that don't eat well. I work with people that don't exercise well, but I have never really worked with a high level player that doesn't at least get 7 hours of sleep, if that makes sense. Now, your goal is probably not getting to to become a professional venture one trick, right? Necessarily. But I do think it's probably worth looking into a little bit on your own, if that makes sense. Okay. Short-term goals to understand what went wrong in this particular game. I will go back and look at your message here. I didn't get a chance because I was coaching about which code, but we'll look at that in a second. The other is to understand what I can do better. Long-term goals to get better at Overwatch and to get out of gold, platinum. Now, why do you want to get out of gold or platinum? Because you're already an
Because
above average player, so that's good.
one of my friends is in diamonds. and I can't play with them.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a good motivation as anything else. Okay. I try to
Yeah.
play every day for 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Is that consistent, like solo queue, I assume, because you can't play with your friend
Recently,
or?
recently, not really, because I've been so busy with this job. But
Sure.
before that, I would play pretty much what I put down on the
Yeah.
form.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, if you're playing a couple hours, just even a couple hours every day of ranked, then that's more than enough, especially for what you're aiming for. And if you miss a day or two, or that's fine too. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a warm up routine, or you just generally jump into it?
I just play like a game or two of quick play, then just hop into comp.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Um, have you tried other variations of warm up, and how did that go?
I just pretty much play quick play and then play comp.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Does that work for you consistently? You feel like that puts you in the right headspace for playing well?
Uh, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Alrighty. I think this is okay. I think if you're able to play a couple hours consistently, your warming up is working well for you. You go in with a game plan of what you're there to practice, and you're one tricking.
Hmm.
I think we're probably okay. Do you have any other questions for me before we jump into the replay review here?
No.
Okay. So replay codes to decide. One's with friends. I was doing great, but we lost last second. The other game was a custom game where I was the only player in a lobby full of masters and top 500s. I would say probably the close ranked game rather than you playing versus high level players, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because that's probably going to be more representative of what you're going to be playing. Because if you're playing versus high level players, they're going to punish you for every single tiny mistake, and that's going to be kind of a negative experience.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I would focus more on practicing versus people that are either your skill level or slightly above your skill level. That's probably the best thing we can do.
Okay. The
Take your time.
code's this one. That's
Okay, so
the
that's
one with the
that code.
friends.
Yep, good, good. So the spinning the wheel is accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. All right. Now you may not know the answer to this, but that's why we're here is to practice. Um, what is Venture's strengths? What are Venture's strengths compared to other DPS? What do you do well? What do you not do well? Just give me the quick rundown from what you
Uh,
understand.
I can get, I could pick them off sometimes. I just go in, just kind
Sure.
of roll the dice.
Sure.
I'm not really good at risk assessment.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Are other
I'm pretty
characters?
good at the combos.
So you're saying when I get an opportunity to go in, I have combos that can kill and assassinate, and obviously that implies
Yeah.
that in theory that you also have combos to get out, right? If you play it well. Okay, makes total sense. Any questions about Venture before we get in?
Not really.
Okay, how do you do your combo with Venture? What are some combos that you do? Give me just the most important one that comes to mind that you do the most.
I think like shoot, melee, dash,
Sure. Okay, so shoot,
or
melee,
I'll just
dash.
kind of make it up. I'll just make it up
That,
sometimes.
that that's fine. I mean, that's a lot of how Venture plays. It's very fluid, right? Now, how do you get out?
Um, if I didn't use the Joel dash, I'll use that to get out or just burrow.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's take a look here.
Or I Roblox juke them. That was one game, but
You
yeah, I
what?
don't. I Roblox juke them. You just like jump in circles around them. It
Oh,
doesn't work. It
okay.
doesn't work a lot,
Yeah,
but it's still pretty funny.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it. Okay. Quick question: what is? Do you know what your DPI, mouse sensitivity, etc. is?
I can tell you my mouse sensitivity. I don't know my DPI.
Okay.
People tell me it's pretty high.
Okay.
Let's see. Sensitivity. I can't read this. I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. Do this. Pull up if you have your game pulled up here. Go into your controls just here and just tell me what this sensitivity shows.
Options. Sensitivity is 7.50%.
7.5. Okay, so then do this. Go into the practice range and just do a full. Put your mouse on the very far left of your mouse pad, and then just keep your mouse flat and do a full left to right on your mouse pad, and tell me how many circles do you do.
All right, hold on. I
Take your
practice
time.
range and then what?
Start your mouse all the way on the left side here of your mouse pad, and then move from
My
left
mouse.
all the way to the right, and tell me how many spins do you do? Like 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3.
I do like point 75% of a turn.
So not even a full turn. Okay. So how much mouse pad space do you have in terms of inches approximately? Like how far across?
Hold on, let me get my thumbs out. Hold on. One,
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, like going left and right, but up and down, I've got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10,
Okay.
10
So,
inches.
so, so, I mean, if you can widen your mouse pad up, that would be great, but I don't think it's a huge problem. Your sensitivity, in theory, if you're only not even able to get a full 360, is probably fine. So, if
If I
anything, it
do
might
it
even
really
be.
fast, I can get a full 360 in.
Okay. Okay. That's fine then. Okay. Let's take a look then.
All right, let's get back.
Sure. So I'm going to notice something right now, right off the bat. Mechanically, I love this angle from you in terms of like strategically rather. Like I love that you're kind of off to the side and this is allowing you to get some poke damage in, but also if you wanted to go for a combo, you could combo anything that's close to here. You could combo anything close to here. You're kind of using the cover the map gives you to be sneaky, right? Now, the problem is the execution of what this is. So one of the most important things that you can learn to do with any character that gets close, that's Reaper, Tracer, Genji, Sombra, VENCHAH, etc., is to address one of your specific issues, which is the franticness of how you're playing. So if you look at this here at full speed, your shots just are frantic. They just are very rushed. And so I like what you're doing in terms of shooting, and I love where you're doing it from, which is kind of off to the side with cover. But there's just a lot of frantic shots fired without a real purpose of where or who you're shooting or how accurate you are. I want you to force yourself to slow down each individual shot to be a little bit more deliberate. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that what that means is when we practice that, I'm not saying that for the rest of your games, the rest of time, you have to do this. No. But when you go into a game, a certain percentage of your games, the entire purpose of that rank game is to slow down your shots. You don't work on your positioning. You don't work on getting out. You don't work on winning. You don't work on your combos. You only work on slowing down your shots. And what that rate of fire might look like is something like this. Let's just watch that clip, but 0.75 seed. That's the speed I want you shooting. Maybe even slower. I want every shot to be deliberately aimed, and if you miss them because your mechanics aren't good, great. That just means that you're giving yourself good practice to improve your mechanics. If you're just tapping the mouse button or holding it down, you're not practicing your mechanics. Imagine if you went to like learn archery and you just started spamming arrows at the target, like whop, 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 you know, like you're not getting anything out of that, and you're not getting anything out of this either. You're missing all of your shots anyway, so you might as well slow down and miss them a little bit less often. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you were to practice this in the game, this would be the only thing you'd practice for the entire game. Slow down your shots. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good little burrow here. Obviously, we're popped off. Good shots. Good melee. Okay. Sure. Frantic. You feel it, right? It feels like we're watching it on fast motion. I know her fire rate, or VENCHAH's fire rate got buffed recently, but it does not mean that this is what you should be utilizing. You only maximize the fire rate when you can guarantee that you hit every shot, which might mean if you're shooting shields or when you're shooting a target that's not moving very specifically. Be deliberate and slow with what you're doing. Now, this is really awkward. How do you close the distance here?
I would have gone left, I
Sure.
guess.
Sure.
Or close the distance, close this. Oh, I think just, I don't really remember what I did. Yeah, I just kind of drove that towards them.
What do you think? It's pretty high risk, right? But what do you think?
High risk, high reward.
Sure.
Roll the dice.
Sure. Okay. I'm down for that. I don't want you necessarily to abandon this as long as you're educated with what you're doing. Now, let's ask another question here. Is this high risk, high reward here?
Pretty high risk, but the diva takes all the damage here.
Okay. So that's hindsight, though. You had no guarantee that that was going to happen, right?
Yeah. Like, if you looked at the diva, I remember that's my friend, by the way. He was like screaming. He was so mad at what happened here.
So you tell me,
But,
good or bad?
but, not good.
Okay, what could have been done better? I want you to pursue high risk, high reward. That's good. But What is the difference between this and what you just did?
I guess I went for I was going to go like kill them, but there was a lot of them, so I thought I'd just scare them back, I guess.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Are you utilizing cover here? That's the question I want to be
Not
answered.
really. Oh
Right?
no, yeah, I'm like in front of all 4 of them
What about right now?
right now.
We gotta.
I don't know.
There's a rock, right? And heck, even your burrow is cover. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're utilizing the map and your kit to provide cover for yourself while still serving as a distraction. Now compare that to 5 seconds later. You're screwed.
So I get.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
So you still want to do something, right? Like we got to do something, but where's your next value of cover? Like if you want to set up your engage, where do you go?
Right.
The right. You go on the right. And so then if you're going to engage on them, you're going to engage from cover. Do the exact same play, but do it from here as opposed to here. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
It's engaging from cover. And ironically, you actually showed that to us right here. Remember this, right? This was really good. This was really good. Do that again. So we want something more off to the side, but also more from cover. And it's funny because you recognize how foolish that engage was and you bail, right? That's bad. That's bad because what you're doing now is nothing. You go, oh no, I screwed up. I have to get out. No. I mean, you did. Yeah, you're right. But you shouldn't have been there in the first place. You should have been going in from here, saving your diva's life. Do you see what I'm saying? So I want you to fixate on, I want a side angle and I want a side angle with cover. And if I screw that up, then I'm doing nothing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where's your next angle from cover here?
Wherever that left.
Yeah.
Where the med pack is. I of course don't go there.
Now I don't mind this because in theory, when you burrow out, are you going to have cover? Think carefully.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Because where are you going to go?
To the left.
To the left, right? Now, this is a lost fight. So I'm going to assume you're going to try to get a kill here, which is correct. I think you should die here. This is good. But let's say that your team isn't dead here, then yes, going off to the left would be correct. Good job. That's actually funny. You actually knocked yourself into cover. That's hilarious. Yeah, so this is best case scenario. Sure. This is not cover. Where's your cover? So you got to be thinking, where's my cover right now? Because I got my pick. Maybe we can come back. Where's your cover?
Up there behind that little billboard thing.
Yeah, probably.
Just, like,
maybe
behind.
somewhere. Right. But that's the number one priority, right? Where do I go? Where do I go? Right? And unfortunately, we don't know where to go, and so we die for it. So 2 things we're looking at here. Where is my cover for my engage? Where's my cover for my engage? Right? And then 2, slow down the fire rate. That's the only thing I want you to think about. The only thing I want to think about.
Find cover. Okay. Better cover.
We're not even talking about your combos at all. Like right now, this is way too far. Where's your cover for your engage? You want to go in? Okay, go in. Where do we go in from? Let's pretend that your team isn't dead. Where would you go?
I just like halfway to the bridge, jump down, and it's like around that rock.
Yeah, somewhere like around here. Yeah. Or here. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah.
Yep.
You can even go deeper here, right? If they're not in high ground, yeah, sure, why not? Now you're backing off because this fight's lost. This is good. But this is a good exercise. Just trying to think always, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I go? Thoughts?
Wait, come again? I was writing.
That's okay. Thoughts on where you're disengaging from? Is there cover here?
Probably try to find cover up on top.
Yeah.
Left.
And there you go. Look at that. Good stuff. Good job. That's why cover matters, which you just saw right there, right? Look at how the cavalry is coming after you. Now, they're coming after you, to be honest with you, because you're kind of feeding. Your team's in spawn, or a lot of them are, so you needed to back off here. But, hey, good job with your cover. Nice job. Now let's do it again. So then now as your team is arriving, where's your next aspect of cover? Where is it?
From right here.
Let's see where we go. Sure?
Somehow didn't die from this.
Well, because you had cover. Right? Like, look at how many situations, look at how many people see you now. Nobody, right? You're able to disengage and avoid. This is fine. Good. Give her the spray.
I do that instinctually.
I thought I was a goner.
That's fine. Fine with me. All right, where's your cover? Where's your angle?
Ooh. I just go for the Sombra.
Do you see how this is awkward, though? Why do you take so much damage?
Because
See
I'm
where you
out
are?
in the open.
You're out in the open. You have two choices, okay? You could either go here, quickly, now, immediately, or you could stay where you initially wanted to go, which is not great cover, let's be honest, but it's something, right? Or maybe here, right? But you hesitated. You didn't find your cover fast enough, and so then now you're suffering for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have to be decisive with where you go. Because now there's that, where do I go, where do I go, where do I go, I don't know. Now I like this here, but it might be too late. You could use your ult here if you wanted. Yep. Yep, good stuff. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. If it costs him that much to kill you, it's alright.
That was a little Roblox juking I was talking about.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Okay. Where do you go? Where's your cover? You have only a general idea of where enemies are, so what should you do from here?
Probably is stay in there and just look around.
Yeah. Where'd you cover?
Forward and then left.
Maybe, right? But do you see how awkward it is that you forced the Sigma instead of just shooting what you could shoot from this position? What should you have done from this position instead? Let's go back and I'll give you a little bit of scouting. Before you drop, look around. What do you see?
3 enemies.
Merry
or probably
Christmas.
2, because the one's underneath me.
Right. So would you combo from here? I don't know. Would you just shoot from here? I don't know. That's your decision, your choice, but this is not it. You see what I'm
I
saying?
think I was trying to...
Go ahead, finish your thought.
body block the Sigma so
Sure.
that the team could kill him, but it didn't work.
Sure, it doesn't work because the supports are full pocketing him. And why are the supports full pocketing him? Because the supports are not distracted. And why are the supports not distracted? Because you're not on them. I'm not saying you always have to go for supports, but when your position allows you to choose, you probably should focus on what you can kill easier. You know what I'm saying? At least more consistently. This is good. We're ending your cover. But you could dump every resource into the Sigma here, right? And he's going to get full pocket, and you're going to get shot in the back, right? Does that make sense? Okay. What do you think about this cover here?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. A little bit off to the side. I like it. It's good. Ending on cover again. I mean, honestly, mate, there's moments where I really like what you're doing. You know, you take some shots, you rotate from cover, you take some shots, you rotate from cover, you take some shots, you rotate from cover. You just have to stick with that consistently, right?
Yeah.
This is good. This is bad. Because look at where you went to drill dash, right? Off to the side to cover, right? But then right here, you needed to commit to the corner, right? Commit. Break off the hack. Make the Sombra walking you in here, right? You hesitate, you stay in the open, and now you're dead. Oh my days. Okay, how low did you get? How low did you get? So it's a good perk, right? It's a good perk.
Thank God for the perk. Yeah, I love that perk
it's
so much.
it's gonna help you, right? But wait. Oh my gosh. Chicken Bailey, dude.
This was stupid.
Well, you ended on cover. You get me? So it's like,
yeah.
it's stupid, yes, in terms of its high risk, high reward. But I don't want to discourage you away from the high risk, high reward, as long as the reward is high. Like, you're staged for a great angle for backline right now, as long as you stick with cover. Basically, see, this is the stupid part, to be honest with you, right? Like, it shouldn't work, and it won't work most of the time. Why?
Because, I don't know.
I mean, who wins the duel given the resources right now? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You win this 10% of the time, even versus a plat support. Don't do this. I'm not saying don't fight Brig. I'm saying don't fight Brig at 100 HP, right? Sit here, poker a little bit, and then drop when you've got 50, 60, 70 more HP. You get what I'm saying? So congrats. You significantly outplayed her, but just as many times will she outplay you here, and then you're going to die. So this is just not a good calculation of your risk. That being said, I don't mind the angle. You had cover there. It's okay with me. I love all the risk angles that you're taking as long as it ends near cover. Because the cover is what takes risk away for free. There's no downside to cover at all. Like you ending in this room is without a cooldown is foolish, right? But the irony here is that because you landed in cover, you're gonna live a lot longer than you have any right to, right? Like look at this. You're like, there's no way. There's 1, 2, 3 people on top of you, and somehow you live an additional 5 seconds. You see what I'm saying? This is the value of cover right there. So I don't love you doing that right there because, okay, you're just smoked in the open without a cooldown. But hey, I guess you ended in cover. And that's fine. They just have a lot of supportals to deal with you at that point in time. Okay, let's keep going here. Do you have any questions so far?
No?
Okay.
Yes. Wait.
I want you to slow down fire rate and focus on ending every engage near cover whenever you possibly can. Or starting every engage near cover whenever you possibly can. That's the number one goal. No comment?
I forgot that happened.
I did too. I will never remember. I've already forgotten it. It didn't happen.
Fantastic.
All right. Here. Where should you unburrow or go for your combo here? Or where should you be thinking about ending here? This is high risk, high reward. Where do you go?
Where the mid pack is.
Yeah. Or you ready for a spicy one? Just right here. Why? This is why. This is the wall that we need. So when you pop out, you shoot, you could duck in towards here. They chase you, you drill dash, right?
You can stand on that?
No, but you can hide behind it.
Oh.
You understand? That's what we're aiming for here. See, the problem here is this. This is the problem. If you burrow out and then shoot and shoot and shoot, if they chase you, they're dead. But you can stay here. This is where you're prioritizing the combo instead of the position, if that makes sense. I want you to end here and then shoot and look for combos from here. Because the problem here is you're assuming that everything I'm going to do is one shot here. But any cooldown that they use, any cooldown is going to kill you here. Because it means that you will not get the kill. And there's nowhere to go from here. You see that? Like you're narrowly avoid getting exploded, right? Whereas if look at the exact same thing from here. But you drop here. What would you do if you drop here now?
They don't look at me. They don't see me.
You just keep shooting, right? You just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, and then you can drill dash later if you'd like to. They cannot punish you here, not when you're with your drill dash. So the difference between here and here is important. Now I understand here. I don't think this is a major error. The ash is low. I get it. Like it's all right. But I want you to be thinking ahead of time. Like where am I going to end? Where I'm going to go? Because best case scenario there, maybe you just get traded. Maybe you both die, right? And I just don't love that. Even here, right? So you want to go back in. Okay. Where should you end this burrow, right? Not here. Not here. Heck, even ending it here or ending it here, right? This is just simply too risky. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The problem is not that, oh, I'm not getting punished for it, so it still works. The problem is that you have been punished for that many times this game already, right? Even the very first fight, why your diva friend ended up going Roadhog, right, was your fault, where you ended your burrow, right? So I want to see you ending your burrow, setting up for combos where there's a wall. That's the number one rule. This is fine. This is fine. Great escape. Wait, does he get out? That's crazy. All right. Where's the cover? Let's find out. Sure.
I think I was still looking for the soldier.
Yeah, I understand. What do you think?
I
I mean, you're screwed.
could have.
Right?
I probably should just drill dash out of there.
Where could you have finished your burrow here? I mean, I don't think you knew that they were on high ground here, which is fair. But then, yeah, you got to be really careful here. Why? What's so bad about this? Gonna sound like a broken record, right?
It's a damage boosted soldier.
Yeah, but that's not a problem if you had a wall. You get me? You don't have a wall. You're screwed. You will take full damage from this. This is cover, but you almost died getting there. So what could you have done from this position here? So like say you drill dash up because you didn't know he was there. Oh no, he's got a damage boost. Now what'd he do? You said drill dash out of there. Okay, where?
Like 45 left, and then down that little like corner.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then exactly, we can just kind of poke up top, take top again, fight him from here again. That's fine. That's fine. That's consistent, guaranteed. This is insane. I mean, it's good combo, I guess, but my goodness gracious. Why did he... You know what's funny is I actually think he died because his Mercy just stopped healing him.
He probably going for the revive. He's like, nah, he got it. I'll just revive real quick.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. What do you think?
They're back from the dead?
Drop down behind me.
Okay, so like here?
Yeah.
You ready for this? I want you to go high risk, high reward. I want you to go for this Ana. So how do you go for this Ana?
Where's Yana? Oh. Did I see her?
You did. Your character comments on back from the dead? Right?
Oh, I did see her.
Uh-huh.
I think
So
I
how do
kind
you...
of just mentally blocked her out of my mind.
Well, it's Sleep Dart Nade. It's scary, right? I don't care. Win it. How do you win this one? Where do you drill dash out safely to be able to beat it on here?
I want to say above her, but that sounds...
It's crazy, right? It's hard.
Just...
So how can you avoid Sleep Dart Nade here as best you possibly can?
Great question. Above the tall rock.
Sure. What if you drill dash popped out here? Or just played it right around here? You get what I'm saying?
It's much better cover, yeah.
It's much better cover. And anti-nade doesn't stop overshields, right? So drill dash from here. I mean, it's hard to CC you here. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not discouraging you for going for more risky plays as long as there's cover. Then you're allowed to. Because the irony here is that you're avoiding the Ana here, but you're not really avoiding the Ana here. You see it? She can still see you. So in fact, here, avoiding the Ana is really, really risky. Because it puts you in the location where she's actually shooting down on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your priority is if you want to go for the duel, yeah, go for it. But just do it right next to a wall. So you get to kind of dictate the terms of the engagement. I like your ults. I like the fact that you just use them. Don't really hesitate. One target, one angle. It's fine. Okay. Too far. So you tell me, how do you find cover here? How do you approach this?
Probably just like run. What's the word? Like walk across the edge of the map.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just kind of lurk around here. Yeah, you can. You can approach from here. Yep, you got cover here as well. I mean, you have cover here too, but it's a little open. Sure. You see your cover?
Yeah.
This is what we want. This is... What's funny here is this is where you troll, because this is not high risk, high reward. This is high risk, low reward. You're not likely to get this combo. Why?
Because I already used up my drill dash.
Correct. You don't have ult, you don't have proximity, you don't have your drill dash, you have nothing. So what do you do here instead?
Wait behind cover.
Way behind cover. You could even poke your AoE here. Bop, bop, bop. I mean, you're getting two people's attention and you're holding it behind cover. This is good, right? It's kind of annoying that your Junker Queen died, but this is okay. Just don't force it. You see,
we got the floor there.
Right, you destroyed the floor, right? The floor never knew what hit it. But yeah, you got to get what I'm saying, right? Like you had a good setup using cover, and then you blew it. You blew it from... Sure? 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 He was a little out in the open, but so was she. It happens sometimes. That was good. The rat.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. No. It's in the moth, right? Flying around. It doesn't really make a sense to call a moth a rat, but here we are.
That was.
Now, listen. The voices say things sometimes, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The voices are like, oh, so much damage. Think about how juicy it would be, right? So what should the voices do here? If you want to go for high risk play, okay, using cover, how do you do it? How do you do it here? You want to make a big disruption, big nasty crazy mess, what do you do?
There we go, my microphone cut out.
That's okay.
Shoot, I thought that was the best cover. I couldn't find anything else.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's cover? The floor. The floor is cover when you're venture.
Oh,
Burrow.
That's so true.
You burrow, and then what do you do?
And then I
go risky.
I
Come
don't
on,
know.
risk it for the biscuit. What do you do?
The unburrow? Is that what it's called?
Drill
Just in the
dash
middle of all
first.
of them.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to drill dash first. Why? Because why not, right? Just go whop, pop, pop. You know how it goes. They all freak out. Tickle them all, right?
Yeah.
So burrow, drill dash, but then you're gonna need to unburrow near cover here. So where would that be here? Predict. Just take your best guess. You'll have drill dash again. Where would you go? Sorry.
Behind that doorway.
Yeah, just right here. Right? You could even do it, I guess you could kind of do it in here if you wanted to as well. But yeah, somewhere here. And then you have your drill dash again. You're going to cap. You're going to cap. They're going to freak, right? They're not going to know what to do. Either you're going to die in a blaze of glory or they're going to ignore you and you're going to kill all of them, right? So that's your choice. That's what burrow is. Burrow is cover. It's cheating. It allows you to get to cover for free, right? So you want to do something risky? You want to mess up their backline? Don't do this. Burrow instead. Burrow, drill dash, and then drill dash again. You got me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I always worry about like drill dashing while in burrow because when I unburrow, I just don't have a drill dash or burrow, for the matter.
Right. It's
So,
because it's because of when you're drill dashing underground, right? So yours truly was a big whiny baby about the initial implementation of drill dash. And I gave a lot of feedback to developers and I said, you need to give it a accelerated cooldown while you're burrowed. It'll make the whole cycle of venture significantly smoother. Well, they listen to yours truly. And so what happens here is if you do your combo here, so let's say I go in with my burrow, and then I drill dash. Look at my cooldown of my drill dash. Right?
You have your drill dash back.
I have my drill dash back. And I could actually do even better than that because you can, as you know, hold your drill dash or your burrow for longer. So I go here, wop, pop, 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 and then I click and hold it at the last second, and I have my drill dash immediately.
Interesting.
You just have to catch the burrow right at the end of its duration with your primary fire. So you can't let it accidentally expire. You just go bam, and there you go. You got it?
Okay.
So what this does is it allows you to move quickly while you're burrowed to get to the cover that you want. It obviously also disrupts and boops and distracts, but it also does a little bit of damage too, right? So use that. Use that so that you have permanent cover to kind of move around and find your next angle, find your next corner. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's a very, very common combo for Venture to be able to cheat and set up her, the next angle that you're taking, basically. So, okay, let's. I mean, I get it, but yeah, it's not that this was like too risky. It's just that the reward wasn't all that good. You're just burrowing into a queen, right? There's no AOE here. You're just kind of throwing your corpse at the enemy team. I want something greedier than that and safer at the same time. Okay, let's look at one more fight here. How do you use cover? How do you get close?
I don't think I did get close here, but like I tried to use that like little wall thing that's blocking the Cassidy.
Right, this is where you should use your burrow drill dash combo. Because you're like, burrow, behind the wall, drill dash, drop down, and then pop up on the mega. Right here with your drill dash and mega and be like, come on, I dare you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use that. That's what allows you to close distances with Venture safely, is burrow drill dash. You see this right here? You need to do that right now to get to, somewhere over here, somewhere over this cover. You see how awkward this is? Right? It's a good combo, but now you're... Ooh, yeah. Nice.
But not forgotten.
Mechanics are not too bad, honestly, all things considered. They're not a weakness of yours, so it's something that you should always practice, and as I said, it definitely needs to be slowed down, but it's fine. I like this cover here. All right, let's get our combo. Let's go. You've earned your combo because you have set up with cover very well. Now, just don't go for queen here. Nah! Just take a second, right? Look around. Like, there's so many targets here other than queen. Sure?
I think that was the initial plan.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to rush down and then pop.
Yeah. I understand, but where you could do it under what target just means that there's so much more threat, right? The reason why it's important to threaten squishies is because if you don't threaten squishies, they tend to shoot you in the face. Tanks shoot you in the face as well, but when you shoot squishies, you're more likely to do a larger percentage of their HP pool, which causes more panic. More panic means fewer shots landed on you. You get what I'm saying? So...
Yeah.
I don't hate using the ult. I don't love the angle that you're on. You're kind of just stacked with the rest of your team on main in the middle of the open. But yeah. It's a good shot from the Sojourn as well. Okay, I lied. We're going to watch one more here. We're going to watch one more. Okay, let's see what we do here. Sure. Quiver, corner, being sneaky. Look at your accelerated drill dash cooldown. You already got it back again. Sure, that's high risk, high reward, but you used cover and you got close, so I don't mind you doing this. Good job.
This ends now.
Slow down those shots. Good. Sure, you ended in cover again behind a rock. We love to see it. We love to see it. Good combo. Good use of cover here again. Now we can close the distance. Sure. Yeah, good job. This is a good fight from you. So I'm going to give you 3 goals, all right? 3 things to practice. You can do them one at a time.
3 goals.
All right. Number 1, I want you to slow down your primary fire so you can be a little bit more deliberate and accurate with your shots, okay? Number 2, I want you to focus on always finding cover. I don't mind you playing aggressive. I want you to play aggressive. That's maybe in backline, sideline. I don't really care, but I want you to find cover, corner, a wall, something that you can do as much as you possibly can. Got me?
Yep.
Number 3 is when you're struggling to get close to the enemy team because they're too far away, I want you to practice your burrow drill dash combo to close the distance quickly. Does that make sense? Close the distance quickly and safely because you'll get your drill dash cooldown back again. So if you ever find yourself not knowing how to get close, that's how you get close safely because your burrow is your cover. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I say I want to make it up to diamonds to match my friend, but also it'd be preferable if I could also rank up higher after that.
Sure.
Always want to get better.
Sure.
So, would I just do the same one that I got earlier, like the 30-minute review? And we just keep doing
Yeah,
that?
you can if you'd like. Yeah, absolutely. You absolutely. You can just.
Okay.
I would say give it another 3 or 4 weeks of practice of experimentation. You know, screwing things up, trying to because you need to take the principles that I gave to you and you need to kind of develop your own understanding of them, right? Which is going to take some time, right? You need to kind of experiment with it and build it more of an instinct. It takes a long time to take new ideas and then understand them yourself, and even more importantly, be able to do them, right? That takes a long time. So don't rush the process. Just keep me updated. Message me if you have any additional questions. And most importantly, focus on trying to practice these skills individually in game. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about losing. Certainly don't try to practice all 3 at the same time, but practice 1 per game. Whatever you feel like is working. This is going to be an aim game where I focus on slowing down my shot. This is going to be a staging game where I work on my drill dash burrow combo to close distances. Or this is going to be a cover game. It's fine. Just cycle it however you'd like.